Hello, this is Mercy VOD review. Gonna cover how to bait an enemy resources through effective positioning. I will mention how to take advantage of off angles and some target priority specifics. Enjoy this video. See how we can slightly force some attention of the enemy team by off angling a little bit. Let's say you here. Of course, there is a one shot which the Hanzo can do to you, but you are there potentially. Maybe someone's calling it out as well, and the Hanzo starts turning at you. It can already start thinking, oh, okay, I can start thinking about dodging that if I'm on this barrel, and once he's gonna charge his arrow into you, he can just drop. So this is something what forces his attention, because we are taking off angles on the map. Is Mercy, yeah. This is alright. What do you think? Should we stay at this position or should we fly away? What's your opinion?
Stay maybe for a little bit?
Yeah, I think maybe you can stay a little bit longer. Do we receive that critical pressure so we forced to fly away while we're staying in off angle? Well, kind of not. What about if you force the Kiriko to look at you? What about... just potentially, of course. You don't want to be exposed to that. By the way, be careful. Yeah, like this is we're a little bit exposed to the angle which we not controlling yet. But yeah, in general, let's say somebody will try to push you. Maybe the Ramatra turns at you. You can fly away. After that, because you baited him to look at you, your teammates on the main, they can survive. Just a little bit longer. So I like, again, super jump is good because you can force the enemy to look up, and then because they look up.
Active swaps. I think this was maybe good, right? Because in May, I actually did it. The May got my attention, and I'm on high ground. My team's just killing the rest of their team.
Right, this is a good example of off angle.
But that's an accident.
You can realize, kind of be more intentional about it. We forced more attention. We forced this Kiriko to turn at you. Actually, Hanzo is also looking at you. See, guys, if you can dodge all this stuff and cooldowns which they use towards you with just one Guardian Angel, your team can win the fight. That's how you win as a Mercy, just baiting out this stuff with this kind of indirect pressure through putting yourself in this spot where you can get pressured, but you will not die. I would say this though, if we go deeper a little bit,
the little stairs down there on that low ground might be...
So better stairs could be better.
Cover everywhere.
Cover everywhere, right? But then you're still gonna be exposed to some damage though. But why this is better?
Yeah, because my damage boost won't disconnect and I'm safer.
Safer from what?
From like getting one shot by Hanzo.
Yeah, like, we can get one shot from the Hanzo, but it's just the damage and like the space which your team cannot control yet. So see, your team is about to control the space around the card, but see where the Hanzo is. He's behind this wall. Well, maybe your Ana can kind of shoot at this, but see where most of your resources are located. They're around the card, and that means you want to control this and this more. And if you're able to control this and this, like Moira and Kiriko shooting you, so the positioning, if you position on the stairs, so there are multiple ways you can do something. You can maybe move a little bit backwards, be exposed to only Kiriko and Moira, and then this way we're not exposed to Hanzo, so we only exposed to the damage which your team can control. Yeah, most of your teammates can control. And this is exactly what kills you. See how you Genji kills this Moira? The Moira literally started with you. It's kind of just this one lane. No one else can contribute to that except the Genji, but you still can see that. The attention which you get, which the Moira... Well, she's forced to look at you because you're low HP. And now, because this happens, Genji gets a free kill. And that's exactly what's happening a lot with those off angles when you're doing that. Your teammate's just able to get free kills. You open opportunities for them with your position. Maybe if this Mei is gonna turn on us, then Reaper can go forward more and do more damage. By the way, mechanically, if you force this Mei to look at you, the Mei is gonna stray left and right. For the Reaper, it's gonna be a straight line. So it becomes much easier for your teammate to kill the Mei. That's exactly the power of you controlling the fight through the positioning, yeah? You controlling the fight through the damage with the right people. This is a little bit too safe. Be a little bit exposed. You can take damage. You have that HP pack with you. You can try to regenerate your HP later. It's completely fine. Yeah, I think you kind of do that. Obviously, be careful with breaking the beam, but you can be behind the cover for a short period of time while supporting, so just, you're good. damage boosting Hanzo at the start, he can do the biggest burst at the moment, the biggest damage. That's fine. But then let's say your Bastion is in turret form. You can maybe damage boost that. Sometimes maybe it's even Winston diving in, could be target to damage boost. If your Hanzo is not actually looking for a shot or the Bastion is not in the turret form. See where your main core is positioned now, where you can go.
To the left side.
Back on the left, like... yeah, maybe high ground, maybe this. I think high ground slightly better, just in case you want to support the Winston. So we can move between the groups. Can stay there. They see the beam. Maybe it's giving up your position, but it's not that like necessary. Let's say you force some abilities here. You might force the Sonic. You might force the just general attention from the Hanzo. That's beneficial. That's how you save your team. But now if we stay on the same angle and Hanzo will Sonic all of you, maybe you can position this top left or like... Yeah, I think just slightly off angling there could be good. Let's say you play here, and then some attention is gonna go towards you. See this Mei? She can't even find you. I think because you doing this jump, but this is beneficial. All this damage, useful damage putting not towards your team. Good. Stay here a little bit longer though. A little bit longer.
Yeah, until I'm like just over half because I won't insta-die.
Actually, it might make sense. Yeah, the Hanzo is close. Maybe it might make sense to fly away. But really anticipate why you're flying away. Do you fly away because you're gonna die? Or can you stay longer and force more cooldowns from them? Force more resources so they look at you. Maybe you force this, I don't know, the Moira Whore. Maybe it's an axe from this Junker Queen. But yeah, definitely, you will need to fly away at some point. Just keep that in mind. How long you can stay. This is a good example of how to bait our resources and survive. While doing so, we can see how Skisty is positioning near cover, which gives her safety, but at the same time looking to play away from main core on the off angle, which makes it harder for the Genji to get proper blade, because he has to choose between going after Mercy or other people. Once there's pressure on the Mercy, she's looking to fly towards another group, and because Genji get baited in line of sight of Mercy's team, it allows to get an easy kill on him. I don't want to be staying in between those barrels, but I can maybe play on the right, so only exposed to maybe this damage from Rumatro at the start, because you can distract him, that's okay. Maybe you can also distract this main Hanzo later, I think.
Would you say being in here and then looking from that other window, like being in there looking from the here, I know it's an off angle, but like because my team's pushing in, I could go here and I have an off angle, I got pressure, and then like if I take damage from an icicle because there's no Hanzo to kill me, I can just go back.
I think that's possible. Actually, I have one problem with this position here. You're not able to move between the groups that much because your last group is kind of far back now. Your Anne is here. Actually, your other team is falling back too. So I think it's just gonna be dependent, how your angle is gonna move in. Let's say your Anne is moving up, this angle is moving up as well. Let's say this group here, they're at A, your Anne is at B. Then I think being in this position at C is good, right? But if we are in this situation here, then probably you can maybe stay here right now. Or maybe barrels are also fine. You can move between the groups too. That's how you look at it. Yeah, just being able to move between the groups while keeping the off angle, forcing some attention and staying on the angle. Yeah, we don't want to panic. We want to stay here until we're forcing some attention. At this point of time, is this Genji active? If yes, then I can start going towards him. Yeah, then I can start kind of maybe thinking about damage boost, start healing him. If not, then based on this information, I'll look around in this. And remember, the positional stuff which we mentioned with you. Ideally, you want to be able to move between groups, sort of, right? So see your position. Is it okay for us to be in this room then in this case?
Yeah.
I think yeah, because we're able to move from this to this to this, kinda. Maybe you just play like near this, I think, near this position, and then you easily can always fly back, and you can easily fly towards the Genji too. So this is interesting because you don't have to be exactly like really far forward. If you're really far forward, then we cannot fly towards the Sana. If we really like far forward as well, we can really fly towards the Genji. Here is an example of how to support most aggressive member while being able to move between groups. In this example, Skisty is looking looking to support soldier at the start of the fight, because he is only one who can actively shoot somebody from long range distance. We see how Skisty is looking to position on high ground, which gives her access to anybody on the field, and only switching to healing once teammate reached critical HP. Later, she switches to damage boosting Genji because he is more active on the field compared to Ana and Orisa. Being active here is based on taking that off angle and entering in short range battle, which is in Genji's favor. All of that helps to control the map properly. To summarize, take off angles as Mercy to split an enemy attention and resources, be able to fly between groups, support most active member on the field. It's based on their position, how and when they're using resources. Make sure to subscribe, and if you want to know more about how to carry as Mercy or other heroes, then you can find me on Mattify. I do free consultations for new students and have a server where I have a lot of useful materials and help players for free. All links are in the description down below.